You are now tuned in to Uptxwn Talk.
I take full responsibility. Shut the fuck up, Paul George. Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah. Take full responsibility and give the money back.
That's what you do, nigga. That's how you help somebody.
Nah, I understand. You had a bad game. We made bad deals with you.
Damn, KD acting a nut again.
Alright.
Shit.
Again?
Shit don't make no sense.
Oh, nobody can feel relate.
Come on now. See, he know tunes.
Alright, Quan. Your designated song picker from now on.
All of my girls, them hoes, guys, them rose. God is not a man, no. Only Lord save my soul from fire.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, this guy Omale is really killing out here.
Nah, he's killing, bro. That Black feature on Damn was crazy.
Oh yeah, nah, you did put me on bro.
Who?
Not Quan.
Oh, Omale?
Yeah.
Palmy in the house listening to Afrobeats heavy.
Hell yeah, no bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I also like the Afrobeats because they're less likely to sue us.
Nah, for real. Nah, you just saying that because they record labels not on watch like that.
Yeah.
They be suing the shit out of us.
Man.
They be wanting every dime. Shit, I ain't mad.
I was trying to do Jay-Z song one time, Family Feud. I'm like, they be sending out NDAs at Thanksgiving.
I'm about to say they send them shits out frequently.
Welcome to episode 55.
Oh yeah,
episode 55, y'all.
I dead ass had a rehearsed intro with my song, but Quan shook it up a little bit.
This is why I usually do it.
What?
The intro.
Oh no! I had one.
You trying to freestyle it?
Nah. I really had it. Like it was good.
Oh, you repeated it yourself and said it many times?
Nah, but it was just that like when you switch the song, you threw
it off. My fault.
Oh, so wait.
Nah, it's all good. I still like the song.
What is it though?
Nah, we gonna save it for next week.
Wait, yo, turn my mic down a little bit. My joint type loud.
Last in the year.
Word. I might wait. Nah, hell no. We not.
You better now?
A little bit.
A little more?
Yeah, come on, turn my mic up.
Nigga think he a rapper now. Fuck out of here.
With it.
He about to spit at 16.
Or 12.
Better?
Be good. So this is episode 55.
Double nickel.
What's good, everybody? Oh yeah, that's lit.
Yes, sir.
What's good, everybody? This is Uptxwn Talk. We are back, giving you our perspective on everything that's been happening in this crazy week. What's good, good people? What's good, black people? How are you guys feeling today?
My bad, my dumb ass knocking over hella shit.
Yeah, I know. We picking it up. They're like, damn, what them niggas doing?
I feel blessed though. To answer your question,
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I was able to enjoy with my family and some of my friends, and by myself a little bit. So
nah, hell yeah. I did all three of those.
Word. It was my little sister's birthday on Christmas. So
word. Now we in our household.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy belated. Yeah.
Well, she's not here right now. So
sorry. I meant this. Happy birthday, Ayana.
Oh,
who also helps us out on the podcast.
Yes.
Mind you, it's your brother over here who shouted you out. None of these useless.
I'm the one who brought it up.
No, I'm talking about is helping on the podcast. Nah, you did definitely. So maybe we just get on Sean.
Okay.
Because he was late.
So he really don't love her.
Huh? So much love. I hope everybody's been having a safe holiday. Shit, it's people that we know that's been going out the country. I mean, it's been a lot of stuff going on, but I hope you guys are safe. And we have a special guest today. She's a graphic designer, an illustrator.
She's a creative.
Yeah,
she's just nice with it.
She's like super creative.
She's mastering everything under the sun when it comes to art. Kayla Isabel, what's good?
Hello.
we gotta get the thing where it got the round of applause.
How about we start by clapping first? We could start by clapping first. How about
what's good? We had her. She was on the podcast. Probably like out of the first 10 episodes. She's on one of the podcasts.
It's like 2 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it the first 10?
I feel like it was
15, 20 minutes.
Let's place a bet on FanDuel about it.
On FanDuel.
Boy, they not. Well, shit, they want to sponsor us. Maybe.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you though. Like I'm losing my money on there.
No. Oh, word? No, yo, it's crazy though.
I ain't even gonna act like I've been winning.
I almost thought we had a sponsor and we didn't really have one because I thought you was about to break out into something. You like this? Yeah, maybe we should place a bet on FanDuel.
Who are not sponsored by.
I was about to say one of the top.
We are not. We are not.
Yeah,
we are not.
One of the top sports betting brands out there today.
No.
Get FanDuel free trial.
We're obviously off on a tangent. KK, what's up, man?
Nothing much, just chilling.
Rap to the people, man.
Vibing.
How do you spend your holidays?
With my family, it was
Nice.
just an immediate family. We really just cooled out and opened gifts and had breakfast together. So it was really chill.
Nice. That's nice.
It was. I will say this: around this time and with COVID and everything happened, it was the holidays. They felt more intimate to me though. Like they felt like it was more time. Like you were really, if the people that you were around this holiday were people that you really wanted to be around. It was different than, obviously this time is every monumental moment that's happened feels different than before. But I really think this year for me, I noticed when I was looking around, I'm like, damn, I'm with my father. I talked to my mother. Everybody using communication that day, it was all people that you really, really cared about. So that was just something that I noticed.
It's funny, like mine was like kind of flipped around completely. Like I don't want to say flipped around completely, but first off, I started off my Christmas was like I started off at work.
Oh yeah, that I always hate
which
that.
was cool. The kids over there was they funny. So like it is what it is. Yo, the only person wait, are we jumping to Christmas gifts or no?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we there.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got 2 gifts this Christmas. One was a set of candles. The second one was a set of candles. The first one, I ain't gonna hold you. That joint made me feel the Christmas spirit for a second, man.
Oh yeah, I know you was talking about.
I was like, damn, like, cause
What was the second one? I mean, the first one.
Okay, so backstory real quick. My family's all kind of like spread out right now because of COVID and because like my mom's in Nigeria, and then because of COVID, you don't want to hang around the little kids too much.
Yeah.
So you feel me? So everybody been kind of spread out. So I'm like, damn, I ain't really. I mean, I never really been a crazy Christmas person, but I at least be around my family. You know what I'm saying? But everybody a little spread out this year. So like, people talking about the Christmas spirit this year. I wasn't really feeling it. And then at my job, I work overnight, so I wake up the kids at my job, right? So like, I'm waking up and I'm talking to them in the morning. I always make jokes with them. We be kidding. And then it was like, yo, you don't hang out with nobody for Christmas this year? He's like, nah. I told him, I was like, nah, I'm chilling just by myself. He said, they all got gifts. He's like, well, since you ain't get no gifts for Christmas this year, here's this. My boy gave me something so special and so nice. Hold on. What should I?
Show it to the people. They can't see that.
Yeah, I know. I had to pull it. I had to.
My fault. I ain't gonna be on your ass.
Alright, you gotta chill out.
That's tough. That's tough.
My
The
boy-
Amazing Spider-Man.
My boy got the Amazing Spider-Man Pursuit Conclusion, right? Guess what year it was made?
94.
94.
That's tough. That's tough.
1994.
That's
tough.
tough.
The year of my birthday. I was in the bathroom. I was like, yo, you gonna man up right now. You ain't gonna cry about this.
Real niggas shed tears.
Well, I was like, yeah, but you can't shed the. If you do cry about it, you can't shed the hoo. Like you gotta cry with like the lone tear coming out. Like
With that Denzel meme. You saw he was crying. He had the tear coming out. He looking.
You talking about
Glory? Yeah.
Crazy.
Nah, yeah, I was like, damn, but that one really did hit my heart.
That's
like,
love.
damn,
That's love.
That's definitely love.
Nah,
Anybody got PS5? Nobody? Okay.
Nah,
So nobody cares about us.
Damn, word. No PS5, Sean.
No PS5.
Significant other than get you one.
Yeah, I know.
Damn. Word.
Shit wicked out here.
I'm about to say, can't get good help these days. Sad.
Damn. Who's your girl again?
Damn, nigga, you serious? The nerve of some people.
I ain't gonna hold you though. Nah, Rashawn deserves a PS5.
Oh, he does.
Come on, man.
But I'm happy that he doesn't, so he can stop kicking my ass and like
I thought you about to say so it could keep me humble.
Nah, Toast he introed that. I thought he about to say like he about to get you a PS5. I'm like, damn, nigga.
I'm about to say, he deserves a PS5. So I got him one.
I'm gonna pull the PS5 from the side. Like Sean wasn't here 3 hours before. I would have seen that. Like
I'm about to say, that's the Black Ellen DeGeneres.
You get a PS5.
Ellen always getting somebody their deepest desires. Like, damn, how the fuck you know I wanted that?
Ellen was great.
Oh man, so
her workers don't think so.
Oh,
that's another story.
Oh yeah, that's another.
Yeah, we're not about to dive into that right now.
But yeah, like I said before, I hope you guys had a great holiday. It's been a lot of stuff going on. So much. It was a bunch of new music. 2 new projects dropped. Playboy Cardi, he dropped Whole Lotta Red. Everybody's been talking about it. Mainly bad things to say about it.
You serious?
Yeah, they've been saying that shit was trash.
Even his Hive?
No, not as high, but I listened to it.
Now I was just going to say, if your core friends hated your work, man, what does that say about all your other fans?
You always know when the core fans not really rocking with your work because
they don't say shit.
They used to be like, now on this one he was a lot different than he was in the other.
They typically say that about Kid Cudi album.
Where they be like, wait, what? They be like, wait, what you mean?
Nobody saying about that about.
No, not his latest. Not his latest.
Nah, his latest one was hard.
Yo, did anybody know that Ting dropped?
No, I didn't.
She dropped.
What? Did you listen to it?
No.
You said who?
Tink from Chicago, the female R&B artist.
She was like bubbling for like a little bit, probably like a couple years ago.
Yeah, like 2017, 2016.
That shit died out. Yeah, that shit straight died out. And I mean, I was never a huge fan of Tink. She used to be a drill rapper.
She did. She used to spit too.
Yeah, she used to be.
What is a drill rapper?
It's drill rap is.
Defying the culture right now.
Well, no, for real. It's like it's just kind of like hardcore, like
rapping about murder, killings, and shit like that.
It's just like rapping about street activity.
Yeah,
but I think a sound is attached to it.
Chicago drill rap. Yeah. So Chicago drill rap, that shit got really popular. And probably what you would say like 2011, 2012.
Yeah. With Chief Keef.
Yeah, with Chief Keef when he dropped I Don't Like. It's crazy because Lil Durk just dropped as well.
Yep, The Voice.
You know, which kind of led into us kind of talking about something. I know for you, Kayla, I know that you're not a big rap person. Cause you just say when it comes to hip hop nowadays, you don't really care about it. But
what if Kayla just came out? I'm not from 63rd.
No, but
I'm not from 145. I'm from 143rd. Damn.
Okay. Yeah.
Shit. I was just going off the mean.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, but Kayla, back to you don't listen to drill rap like that, right?
No.
Okay.
So
at all, like.
No.
Okay.
No, I know I know it's not really her type of music, and for me, it was it's some shit that we all fell in love. Well, not all of us, but for most.
I'm not the biggest drill rapper.
But it became a big thing. Mm-hmm. So Durk just dropped recently, and he had a new project. It was called The Voice. A really good project, and in one of the songs he disses a recently killed rapper,
FBG Duck.
Yeah, because his mother came out. Because his mother been making around. She had
his mother had an interview with Vlad.
Yeah, and she was just talking about everything that happened with him, and with all the violence that we've been seeing going on. As far as now, first of all, I heard Durk's album. I liked this. I liked it. It was a good project.
I listened to half of it.
I fuck with Durk, but I will say this: with everything that's going on, we have to find a way to end a lot of this senseless murder. You know, what happened to FBG Duck was crazy. What happened to King Von was crazy. You already know it's a bunch of, you could go down a list of just rappers that's been killed. And I just want to pose a question. How do you turn the tide on that when it comes to changing just the culture out there? Because drill rap has been it's so influenced, or it's influencing other parts of the culture, especially hip hop culture, and it's such a part of Chicago, just what they do out there, their music scene. But it's creating like this this never-ending cycle of violence. So I feel like we got to find a way to get past that.
I think once artists really start understanding their responsibility with their platform, I think that's when things would change. Also, I think it starts with the bigger artists like the Lil Durks, the G Herbos, the Kanye West. If he would have brought Sunday Service not to LA or Wyoming and actually brought it to Chicago.
Did he have one in Chicago?
Did he have one?
That what?
Sunday Service.
Kanye did have it.
I feel like he had to.
He had to have a Sunday Service in Chicago.
But anyway, back to my point. Having Kanye more represented in the city, and even OGs like Bump J, have him real vocal about like, yo, that's some bullshit we living right now. Like the Dylans is not right. So that's my take.
I have a question. So speaking to that, do you think, when you reach that level of notoriety, that these artists and rappers have an obligation to social responsibility?
I was just thinking that question too.
I think they do. I think they do. Especially, they most certainly do if their music has a direct negative effect on the community. Mm-hmm. It's certain people that make music and the shit is just simply music. It's nothing attached to it. But it's certain music that people make and it directly affects the community. It's because it directly taps into a certain segment of the population that's getting involved in a certain type of lifestyle, a street lifestyle. So it's street music for people that's in that street lifestyle. Mm-hmm. It's like it's like anything. Like we talking about gang rap or what they call gangster rap, glorifying gang culture. People that fucks with gang culture, they gonna rock with it, and people that fucks with hip hop, they may get influenced by it, and that shit makes them want to get involved in that lifestyle, not understanding that some of the people, most of the time, a lot of people, they're not even really involved in that lifestyle. But I think the main part of it is just the influence, and I think rappers do have to take time to understand that they do have a great influence, whether they want it or not.
My thing is, I don't know how to put this. I feel like at some point that we can't put so much onus on the rappers. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I said that right, but like, we can't just be like, yo, the artists, the rappers, and all that stuff have such a. Hold on, 2 seconds. Do me a favor, move back a little bit. Yeah, sorry, I can hear you breathing. It was kind of low-key messing me up, but yeah. So. Yeah, I just don't think. I think black people need to look at it like black people and African American. Anybody who listens to the music need to stop looking at like, that these people are supposed to save you, or just because they've reached some public notoriety. You get what I'm saying? They got their own things to do themselves. You know what I'm saying? People got to feed their family, and like, granted, I understand that they do have a direct negative influence, but we make choices in our life. You get what I'm saying? And not to say that like we shouldn't, damn, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little lost on what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying. For me personally,
I put it to you like this. For me, with the King, like with the whole King Von situation and everything else, he had they had put up an interest. So, like me, had put an interesting video. I was gonna play it, and he was talking about, it was like King Von's words on is it Gilly the Kid?
Yeah, Gilly Kid.
Yeah.
$1 million for work for game.
Yeah,
Their podcast.
Yeah,
and Wallow.
He had like, I'm gonna show you.
Shout out to them guys.
He had put this up. Give me a second. Let me pull it up.
I posted that video. I know you're talking about.
Oh yeah. My bad.
No, it's an interesting thing because, I love hip hop music. I love certain parts of drill rap. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna stop.
My bad. I'm about to play it.
No, go ahead.
It's the last man standing. It's either you're gonna be in jail, you're gonna die.
This is like more of a
lucky around this bitch. Ain't nobody talking about it. Don't nobody know how to talk. Like, niggas really slow. A lot of niggas, they ain't been in school. They don't give no fuck about shit. They tough as hell. They don't know how to sit down and talk about certain shit. Like, niggas be down for nothing. A lot of niggas down for nothing. But be like that shit. A lot of shit ain't never happened. Of course you wish your homie never got killed. Of course, staying out the way. Like, you gotta do, Like the street shit, you ain't gotta do it. Like, it's other way to get money, it's other way to do shit. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, weed. It wasn't even like let's go be bad or nothing. It's like, damn, somebody died and it be ugly. It get ugly. You know, niggas be mad. Niggas don't like niggas. Niggas be tweaking. It be all type of shit going on. And niggas don't know no other way to resolve. Niggas don't know how to talk to each other. Niggas don't know how to come to a table or talk to you. See what I'm saying? Niggas shit. Just gonna fuck it. You see what I'm saying? Niggas ain't gonna talk.
That's some of the realest shit he could have possibly said, man. Is that I wish I would have grew up outside the projects. I wish my mama would have had money. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers want to lead with, I grew up in the hood. I grew up like that shit means something. That shit don't mean, your parents was fucked up. That's all that mean.
Like after 10 years, we lost so many men, and a lot of niggas ain't alive. Like it's a handful. It's the last man.
Yeah, so that's basically it. I feel like that. Well, just coming from King Von, and like with his passing and everything, that's even just a powerful couple words that he put out there on Gilly Kid's interview. But even just look at it like, we watched Godfather, and I know we like refer back to this. I refer back to this a lot, but you see in Godfather, like, you remember when they was all at war in the first one, and then they all came to the table to talk about the issue so that they could end the war. That's something that we don't have in a black community. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think when we look at our issues, like, I'm not gonna say that we're never gonna have no situation where it's like, black on black violence or stuff like that. But for us, more it's how it's getting out of control. You get what I'm saying?
And that's the part that I think is the most important, aspect of it. Is things are gonna happen. People are gonna get in disagreements. Murders are gonna happen, unfortunately. But to the extent that it's happening, it's just so crazy. Frequently, like, and then it's people. Now we're talking about the FBG Duck and Little Durk situation in King Von, but we could easily transition that over to the shooting that happened at Lenox Mall in Atlanta, where a 7-year-old girl got hit. Yeah, like, how many times do we hear about stuff like that? And when we talk, you had Jermaine Dupri who came out and made a statement. He tweeted something about basically the cops being more active, and it just in what sense? Well, I guess being more active in those certain communities when it comes to confronting the crime and stuff like that. I mean, and it's crazy. But
we gotta be careful. Do you guys want me to read Jermaine Dupri's his tweet?
Read what he said.
Okay. He said, if you're really from the A, it's time for us to come together and stop all this shooting shit at Lenox and now Phipps. The police need to get tougher. The profile needs to go to code red. And I can give a fuck about y'all getting mad about me saying this. Little kids getting shot is whack.
I mean, here's the question too. I feel like we have to be cognizant of what we're asking for. Like, it's such an interesting time, because like, we talk about, like, well, Jermaine Dupri talks about, he wanting cops to be more active and more ready available, but we also talk, like, this is Black Lives Matter, where people are also scared of the cops. So it's like, are we asking for less cops here, or are we asking for more policing here? It's a very interesting idea to think about. Like, I don't know. I don't know where anybody wants to take it off with that one.
Are you going to speak on that, Kayla?
You have anything that you felt about that? About
the gun violence?
I think it's a balance of things. I think with Black Lives Matter and, that aspect of, it's just when you think about an environment, like I was telling Sean earlier, like, an environment has different elements. It's not just one thing that makes an environment. So I think when it comes to that topic, it's a lot of hands that need to be involved, like in community, when it comes to tackling those type of issues. It's not just one person's efforts or one set, group of people. It's a community effort. And community is not only like individuals or citizens of the city, it's the police force, it's all those different people that add up to like the bigger problem.
No, for real. And I think that's just a great way to put it, because I feel the same way. It's more the police are supposed to be a part of the community. I think for so many times that that force, the law enforcement, division is always seen as opposition to the community. They seem anti-community. They seem like they function outside of what the community does, when that's the total opposite way of how it should be. From at least from what they tell us it should be, that's the opposite way. Your police person should be the same person that could chastise you. Like, they should be almost like, you know, another citizen in the community. They just have another level of authority, you know. And I feel like too many times we don't see them as like people from our communities. We look at them as like, oh damn, that's the cops.
I honestly, somehow I want to see get involved with this is Minister Louis Farrakhan. I think he's a big hand, a respected hand in the community. I think he lives in Chicago, actually. Yeah. He lives in Chicago. So him sitting with the police departments, sitting with the bigger profiled rap artists or any type of artists that have a huge platform out there, I think all of them should get together and try to stop this madness and stop having all these deaths happen where parents got to go on Vlad and discuss the murders and talk about what's going on with the police station, stuff like that.
Because what's happening, my fault to cut you off, let me just say this, because what's happening in Atlanta with those shootings, what's happening with King Von, when he was in Atlanta as well, King Von got killed in Atlanta, FBG Duck got killed in Chicago, these other rappers that we're talking about, mainly just around the drill rap scene, getting killed in Chicago. So I just think like I said, it has to be like a real all hands on deck type of mentality, and we have to have all aspects of the community come together. And I mean, I'll say this too, I feel like when it comes to Dirk and just everything that's happening, he has a chance to be able to turn the tide on some of this stuff. Yeah. Like, he has a big enough voice where he could change the direction. I know it's crazy because his man's just got killed, and it's so easy.
And he lost a cousin to gun violence as well.
Newski. Yeah, and it's so easy to go that route and say, fuck it, I'm just going, we just going all out. But I think for the betterment of the youngins coming up now, they need to find a way to come to a common ground. So
Dirk did in the song refer to himself as the ally of Chicago, which he apologized for and took it down. But I'm just saying he has that reach, like you were saying, to really make some type of change in Chicago.
I think what Dirk does now is what we'll remember in his legend. You get what I'm saying?
I think this is a big part of him.
And I don't want to like sound. I mean, he's probably not fucking listening to our podcast, but I was about to say I don't want to put like no pressure on him to say to like do such a thing. But it's just like, you know, what he does now, the roads he take right now. This is all like, in a sense, his trial and tribulation. Right now, he's on the what's the word? He's, I guess, the platform right now where it's just like, you know, he can have a major impact on the community and just the culture of stuff. Because, I mean, one thing he like you see King Von was talking about is don't nobody know how to come to a table and have a conversation and all this other stuff. I think Dirk needs to be the one. I think this is just me giving like my ideas of what he should do. I don't think he should listen to me. It is what it is. But I think he does need to bring some type of like table talk to this. You get what I'm saying? And have a conversation between these issues here. Because I mean, you see in Cali the Bloods and Crips had definitely had some times where they had unified and talked about some shit after Nipsey died. You get me?
After Nipsey died and after the 92 riots.
Let's just say this. Let's not let these like, you know, these deaths go in vain.
That's the main thing. Like, not letting it go in vain.
Like, there's a bunch. We don't want to just see people. I think one of the biggest things is I don't want to see people just dying and then like it just leads to more people dying. If somebody die, like let's change the tide of what's going on. Like, I don't want this to keep happening. And then a lot of people in Chicago is, you feel me, in all types of emotions, man. Like I'm scared to just hear that somebody else gonna pass away. But this is like, for me, like I said, this is not a new topic. You know what I'm saying? Kanye was rapping about it on Watch the Throne in Murder to Excellence. You get what I'm saying? And he like, I was thinking about that line. He was like, he compared the deaths in Iraq to the death in Chicago.
They call it Chirac.
Bro, I'm just like, bro, like,
you know, and I don't want to make the podcast like straight doom and gloom, but
nah, this is not doom and gloom. Listen, this is productive talk. I put it to you like
it's
this.
progressive talk.
Yeah, because like everybody want to dodge. We're putting out possible solutions of what to happen, and this is what I feel like our podcast serves as. Like, you feel me? We're here having conversations, and even though you may not disagree or agree with everything I say, you know, it's a progressive talk of what the possibilities can be done, so that another person can hear it, and then maybe they'll be like, all right, maybe I can implement this and implement that, and have another conversation with someone else.
No, for real. And I think when it comes to just, you know, everything that we're doing, also too with Kayla, what she's doing when it comes to having a brand that represents blackness or represents, you know, blackness I mean, I'm going off of one of the things that you was telling me earlier, but blackness, you know, reaching a height that society doesn't necessarily see us in. And I think these things kind of play off of each other, because I think having a conversation about us in our worst of worst conditions, and someone having a brand that's trying to show us in our highest of heights.
Yeah, it creates an image. Like, Kayla creates art that makes you love yourself. Put you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think that's an accurate way to say it? At least one perspective. I'm not gonna say it speak for her, but I will say when I look at it, it's like, okay,
is that a fair depiction?
Yeah, I have a certain. I can see the love of blackness and just me, myself in it.
We just sitting having a conversation right now. So my thing about it is that we gonna jump around a little bit, but
alright, this is a nice Sunday. I'm gonna just let y'all know.
For real, no. So because we're talking about this, though, let us know more about the brand necessarily. Because when he was speaking to that, saying that you make art or you create things that make people love each other, love themselves. How about to say love yourselves, love ourselves.
Oh my God, y'all doing that little kid talk y'all be doing between? Hey, boo. Hey.
So
don't ever do that again.
I was say, because you make art like that, where did that come from? Because you agree when he said that. So where does that come from? How do you get to a point where you're like, yo, I'm going to create those things?
I get to that point. Well, I've gotten to that point because I haven't seen art or anything. I haven't seen, if it is there, I haven't seen enough of it, or it's just not easily accessible. And that's why I started this whole journey. Do you want me to get into the journey, or?
Hell yeah, we got time.
Yeah, spit some knowledge to us.
Okay, so it's funny that you were mentioning violence and things of that nature. I was really just listening. So when I first started, well, just to give like a synopsis, I've always been very artistically inclined because of my father. My father's a craftsman. He works with wood. He's really good with his hands. And I kind of took that quality of his and I manifested it into my own, being and how I see the world. So I've always been artistically inclined, but I really started creating art and pieces in 2016. And I believe back then I was probably like mid-year in college or something like that, like undergrad. And basically what was happening during that time was a lot of shootings and a lot of gun violence, especially where I was and just like in society. And that's when I feel like when the Black Lives Matter movement was also prominent. So when you watch the news and you see those stories of us, it's very depressing, obviously, and it puts you in a bad place. And the reason why I asked you about artists' role, like as far as social responsibility, that is a huge pressure. And in that moment I felt that pressure, and I felt like the way I could voice or the way I could protest or make a contribution was through art. So that's when I started creating these pieces that were like spiritual vessels into these different emotions. So it's funny to hear your interpretation of my pieces, because I feel like when you look at my pieces, it's what you need in that moment. You know, it's not really done with the intention of to make you happy. It's just whatever you need, you'll find it in that piece. So even, you know, a certain piece may make you happy, may make Quan feel a different feeling. So I like taking people through those emotions, but those good emotions, like very therapeutic, because art is therapeutic.
No, for real. I mean, and
you mind if I just respond to you real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, the reason I say, though, it makes me think of love, because I feel like love evokes emotion, right? So I feel like, yeah, granted, you were absolutely right. I may feel a different feeling from this, but it's more so, I don't know, only when you quote unquote have love, like emotions of love between a person, you'll see the different types of emotions that are evoked from it. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Like, alright, I love my brother. That nigga annoying sometimes. You feel me? Or he make me mad as shit sometimes. Or he can make me sad. He can make me happy. He can make, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when I say the love thing, it's a range of emotions.
And I think it's like she talks about art being therapeutic.
It is, so I'm not gonna lie to you, it really is.
No, it really can be therapeutic. Art could be so many different things, but it being therapeutic is a very important thing, especially for our community. We need art that is, you know, like when you look at it, it kind of just give you a hug almost. Like we need that. And
sidebar, my bad. Let me just throw this in. Shout out to KK, because when I used to take this art class at Rutgers, she really just painted my last picture.
Oh, yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, he was like, "This is the best work you've ever done." I was like, you know, I just felt inspired today.
Word, right? She's been hooking up, saving people for the minute. That's love.
I just wanted to say, I see the authenticity in KK's work. I want to say, where does that authenticity come from? Where does it stem from with you?
My culture, you know, being an, you know, my mother's Puerto Rican and my father's African American, so growing up with those two different cultures, you have some principles that are always instilled. And with my father, he's always been big on me being my most authentic self. You know, I never portrayed myself in a way that I never seen myself. You know, I'm very honest, I'm very real, and I don't hold back. And I feel like that goes into the art. You know, there's never like, I really don't care what people think. So
no, yeah. I think that's a important part, to not really care and have that moment where you say, you know, I'm just going to jump out on this because this is what's calling me to be, for me to what I think I should be projecting. I think this should be established. And
it's not even projecting, it's just like what I should be putting into it. You know? It's like planting seeds. Like, to me, like, everything I do is just a seed being planted, and when I get started on the project, it's just like you're watering it. It's like a constant, you know, you're nurturing your plant, and then eventually you see it blossom. So that's how I kind of ventured into like different aspects of art.
So I just want to ask, in 2016, is that your first year starting painting, or?
Yeah, I started painting in 2016.
Okay.
That was like my first medium was painting, and then I went into like different avenues of art.
Okay. Okay, I just want to know that.
So when it comes to Design by Isabel, I know that's a creation, or
it's my baby.
Yeah, but that's been like a passion.
That's your golden child.
Yeah,
that's been a passion that's blossomed. You know, a seed that you talk about that's just been blossoming, and you've been planting at it and watering it and just giving, you know, so much care towards it. What is Design by Isabel?
Design by Isabel is my brainchild. So it was something that was done by accident. So
that's most beautiful things usually are. They're done by accident.
So it was done by accident. Basically what led me to that point was because, you know, I was creating art. I was doing art for other people. And like I said, you know, when it comes to the art that I do, or just seeing blackness in art, it's just not available. So I feel like, okay, let me start with greeting cards. And then one day I tweeted about 4 cards I came up with. Mind you, I didn't really have a shop, like things weren't structured. So I tweeted about the cards, and then the images end up going viral. Like like 30K likes, and
Damn.
it was crazy. It was really crazy. Like, I was getting anxiety. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? But I wasn't ready. so just seeing like the feedback, I'm like, man, like people need this. Like, they need this type of art. So that's what kind of led me to the point of Design by Isabel, you know, just having art and greeting cards and stationery items with, you know, people that look like us, and just showing us in ways that we don't usually see ourselves in the public eye. You know, I feel like, you know, the public has this weird ideology of or connotation about blackness, and it's just most of the time it's not even right. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't get it. So
there's a lot of people commenting on the culture that are not from the culture.
Yeah, they're not from the culture, and I'm tired of people doing these things, and they're not from the culture. Like, you didn't grow up the way I did. You don't know our gestures or our handshakes or the way we interact or what we view family as, and that's what I do with my art and the cards. You know, I put that into it, and I feel like that's why it resonates with people the way it does.
Who was influential in like your I guess you say who was that?
Your journey?
Yeah, your journey. You get into this point, making what do you call it? A brainchild?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's my subconscious. I feel like we all have these subconscious thoughts or feelings about certain things, but we're scared to do it. And for me, I'm like, man, if this is on my mind all the time, I think I'm supposed to do it. Okay. You know, like, you gotta listen to yourself. You really gotta trust yourself. And when I started trusting myself and trusting, you know, my gut and my intentions, I know they meant well. And when you mean well and you put it out there, people could feel it. And I feel like that's what happened. Like, people felt that what I was doing was important, and I actually care about what I do.
I think it's funny. I got that when you said the subconscious thing, it's funny. Mine's is kind of funny too, because the way, like, I think I'll do the thing when it's like, all right, I kind of do follow with certain stuff, but I'm so damn childish. Like, my subconscious take on like people I knew from growing up. I was listening to from growing up. Like, all of a sudden I hear Muhammad Ali talking about you can't do that. Like, some shit like that. You feel me? Like,
Muhammad Ali. That's one hell of a person.
Or freaking, it could be anybody. Like, one time it was Static Shock. Like,
I think they call that multiple personalities.
Yeah.
Nah.
You gotta get checked for that.
Nah, I'm not acting shut up. I'm not acting those people out. But it's funny. I don't know. It's just certain stuff in my head that attaches to certain characters. Like, I don't know. Like, if I want to be like a beast or something like that, I think of Rambo. I think it's Sylvester Stallone and Rambo.
Well,
I don't know. It's just like certain things in my subconscious when I need to do certain things. Like, I think of characters that've done it or similar to it. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. I look at it like spirits or something like that. I don't know.
That's possible. What I want to ask you though, you see, so in a time where people aren't able to get out certain things during the pandemic and just COVID just throwing a monkey wrench in everybody's plans, and a lot of people having to cancel things and not let things come to fruition the way they wanted to. How do you find yourself creating a whole brand during the pandemic? And has the pandemic put any restraints on what you were initially trying to do?
Creating something like I did during the pandemic was probably one of the dumbest things I ever did. Like, there wasn't a plan. It was crazy. Like, it was honestly, like, I wouldn't suggest going into something without having a core plan or like idea. But for me, it was dumb, but also like probably the best thing I ever did, because I proved myself right. Like, I honestly proved myself right. And I was thinking before I did it, I was like, what is the worst thing that could happen? Like, when you think about things that you want to do, you ask yourself, like, what is the worst thing that could possibly happen to me if I did this? You know, are you still going to be alive the next day? Like, unless it's utterly dangerous, just try it. Like, you don't know what can happen until you try.
And even then, if you do it, sorry, I just want to say, even then, even if it may be life or death, if it's something that you really feel like you have to do, you got to go out and do that.
Yeah, like, I'm like, yo, I'm going to be good no matter what. So creating during the pandemic, it was scary, but at the same time, like, I feel like we all were feeling the same thing. Like, who would have thought a pandemic would happen during our lifetime? And it made me feel like, it made me think about things in a more present sense. And I as far as like the business, you know, there are some struggles. I mean, it's not perfect. Like there's so many different things that I have to do to get better, but it hasn't put a strain on me. It's just a process. I mean, I started this back in May, so it's still a baby. It's still growing. It hasn't even come into its full being yet, and next year is gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be totally different for the brand. So
I love it. I love every bit of it. Man, I just love when we get to have people on here, creatives from around the way, from Jersey, doing big things, and not only just doing big things, but they really care. Like, you know, so many times you have people here, and you could tell like they don't really give a fuck. Not up here, but I'm just saying you have people that's talking or on fucking Clubhouse, an app that we on right now.
Oh my god!
You got these phantom people out here.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. Phantom people.
Yeah, and when we have guests up here, you hear their passionate story. You really get like an attachment towards them.
Yeah,
like, and our fans get an attachment towards them.
No, for real, and I think that's I love that energy. You know, but we was just talking about being on Clubhouse because we talk about it all.
I'm sorry, it's just Clubhouse is just it's amazing. It's an amazing app.
After a while, it almost takes on a mind of its own. Like you really have to watch the people that you be following because you
gotta be intentional with who you follow.
Oh my god, yes.
Because you'll just wake up and you'll be like, wait.
What room is this?
Like, what the hell is this?
Why black men are the issue?
That, or it just be like, I don't know. Like I've seen some crazy ass rooms.
I've seen. Excuse me.
Like, yo, should I get my baby mama, you know, son a Christmas card or some shit like that? Damn.
Man, I've seen throw babies anywhere. Y'all hit me. I'm like, oh god. I did check in there though, but I'm just saying like, nah. I just had to see what, make sure it wasn't like code name or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
You had to make sure it was a real room. You had to make sure they wasn't doing no illegal activity.
No, not illegal. You know, but you know, sometimes the gems they be hitting. Like, you feel me? Would never expect it.
You went in there and then you found out they was talking about stocks.
Yo, it's funny. It's funny that you say that because I definitely was in one of those rooms, and then next thing you know, they started talking about like real estate and shit. I'm like, damn, strippers got to get houses too. Like,
crazy, man. But no, I was talking because we was on it yesterday in the room, and you know, I said something.
We met so many people with the span of 3 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, and this is really like a digital icebreaker.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where
it takes the awkwardness out of it.
It does, and it creates a barrier where you could talk to people of influence. So when you get to that point of meeting them in person, you don't feel so weird about it because it's like, nigga, I've been talking to you, you know, on Clubhouse, or I've been in rooms with you, or we've had conversations for a while. I don't feel as awkward anymore. You know, it's not as awkward.
I like that there's no like hierarchy. Like just like there's people just talking. I mean, you have moderators. I think every conversation should have a moderator or moderators, but there's no form of hierarchy. You feel comfortable. You know, you could leave quietly. Like it literally says leave quietly. Like,
exactly.
It's awesome. I love it.
I just love the connects, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't mean to go in, but yo, the Ghanaians gotta chill on Clubhouse, man.
What happened?
Yo, man, it just be wilding. Like every time I go in there, like, oh, somebody trying to have your babies. I'm like, what?
Wait, what?
Yo, yes.
As random as that?
Yo, it be mad random, or somebody wants to see. Niggas is doing dating games and that shit.
Oh no, like, I did say about blind dates.
Hella blind dates, but it started getting panning out real wild later. Like it's just like the level of it is just so funny because it can switch from stocks to like, you know, when can I pull up to the crib type shit, or you know, you owe me real estate. You owe me 1,000 from not my services last night type shit. Like, oh damn. Yeah, no, it switches up. It's real crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but I will say, dude, we definitely got to moderate on there.
Nah, for real.
No, we playing around. We playing around. Like I was looking at that. I was like, yo, that would be real good for the podcast. Like just to have like little topics day to day, or you know, especially and I'm probably talking about the marketing for the podcast right now while we're on here. It is what it is. But yeah, just having like, you know, somebody, how you put it, like, oh, we'll have little topics of the day, like, oh, was this person right? Was T.I. right for saying this about Young Thug or this and that, and people
Yeah, I
have
know
a
what you're talking
conversation. That happens because now people feel closer to you in what you're doing, and now they want to pay attention, and they had a conversation with you.
All right, don't give up no more gems though. Shoot, we gotta have something to take back to the lab.
Give the knowledge back to the people.
Nah, so we still got, it's still a little bit of topics that that we still want to cover.
Oh wait, my bad. Can I jump into that question I had earlier?
What
about
was
the
it?
birthdays? Or is this wrong?
Oh shit! Nah, go ahead. I forgot. I didn't know what you was talking about.
I just had to ask because I was like, Can we have a day where, like, if your birthday was like close to Christmas, we get to pick another day to celebrate it, like, or extra day to celebrate it.
Extra day to celebrate the birthday?
Yeah, because motherfuckers is just wilding out now. Like, niggas is getting you white Christmas gifts and being like, happy birthday and Christmas to you. Like, no. I
said niggas gonna.
I don't want the Airpods style sweatpants. I didn't want them last year.
I was about to say niggas gonna send you a card that's gonna say happy birthday /holidays.
This nigga said, I do not want the Aeropostale sweatpants.
I mean, but if a nigga give you some shit like that, you know he really doesn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, and then also like, but it's even more disrespectful. Like, I can understand if they were just at the mall and like, oh shit, I gotta buy this nigga something, so they just give me something. That's a nice sentiment, but you ain't about to wrap it up for birthday and Christmas. Like, you gotta buy me a, like, I don't know, a Cartier watch or some shit.
Damn,
like, no, because if you're gonna give me one gift, make it extra special.
High maintenance.
I mean, hey, they paying.
This one's tricky.
Look, man, I'm city boy. I'm trying. No, I'm not.
That boy put a city boy cape on.
City boys up 500 points.
Nah, but that I agree with that though, because I would be.
Shit, I want to get flown out.
I wouldn't mind that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Not with that attitude. It's like, nah.
Wait, so Quan, you let a girl fly you out?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Quan gonna be that like the Drake verse. I'll be right here in the same bed that you love.
You know he can't buck up or nothing. He gotta be extra nice.
Oh man, damn. Why can't men be city boys in peace
and not be judged for it?
Or not be judged for it?
My eye was itchy as hell. Shit.
Is this a safe place, Tosin?
I don't know. Sean, you got your COVID test?
Yeah.
I saw you coughing. You rubbing your eye.
Nah, it's stuffy. I think it's Caleb perfume.
I gotta breathe this air on the side of the room and shit.
Nah, it was.
But anyways,
that shit was.
Does anybody care about the ASAP and Rihanna dating?
That was cute.
Yeah, that's kind of cute, right?
Awesome.
Wait, the segue or the topic?
Nah, the topic. The segue is kind of shaky.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That was a nice little segue.
You like that?
Yeah, we was a little floating around for a little bit, but
nah, it was cool. It was cute news.
I'm not surprised by that.
I seen him grab her ass on stage before. So.
Yeah, I thought that was play. But
and then you know, you seen Fashion Killer video.
Yeah, Fashion Killer was crazy.
I always loved that video.
Yeah, that video was so fire.
I mean, they kind of fit each other.
I guess
aesthetic wise.
What you think?
I'm so about it. It just seemed weird to me. I'm like, they're dating? Like,
it seemed like it's not gonna last though.
I know.
None of ASAP relationships be lasting.
How you think Drake and Chris Brown is feeling?
Drake is
Drake is heartbroken.
Drake is gonna say something petty in the song.
Yeah,
and Chris Brown doesn't care.
Nah,
I don't think so. I don't think he's that upset about it.
Nah. He had a kid and he's with his baby mama, I think.
Yeah, even I told you he's more. I told you he's more upset at Karrueche than he is Rihanna.
He mad as hell at Victor.
He watched their asses every day.
Chris Brown probably like, this nigga don't even play for a team no more.
I'm about to say this nigga a bum. Shit.
Nah, we gotta represent for him though. He from Patterson. Shout out.
Yeah, he is.
Shout out to Victor Cruz.
Yeah, definitely.
I know Kayla. She just got warm inside. Like, hell yeah.
Hold up.
My fault. I took it too far. I told you I'm taking this podcast to the next level.
I was gonna say, don't be speaking out of turn. Moving on, but so Aaliyah, she's officially gonna have a YouTube channel in 2021. Hopefully,
they're gonna make a lot of fucking money off.
Yeah, her estate's in control of it. Hopefully, that means some streaming. Her music will be able to stream soon.
I wonder if she has any unreleased music to put out there.
I'm pretty sure she does.
I'm pretty sure. Me too.
Nah, I think the album would do pretty good.
What? That would do crazy.
We're gonna do numbers.
What?
She probably gonna go diamond.
Problem.
More good news.
What's it called?
What?
I ain't gonna lie to you. The only thing, and it really is crazy too, because even Aaliyah's what's it called? A lot of her discography is not on Apple Music.
Nah, it's not.
You know how long I've been looking for 1 in a Million?
Nah, bro, the shit ain't up there.
You gotta go to YouTube first.
They state not playing. They like, fuck it. If we ain't getting no bread from it, that shit not gonna be up in here. Fuck them fans.
Damn. God damn.
I ain't mad at them. They need to get their coin.
Oh yeah.
Fuck them fans.
Nah, but other good news, Big Sean recently was named creative director of innovation over at for the Detroit Pistons. I think that's a really dope thing. The brother is from Detroit.
That's a beautiful thing, just because it's just good black representation.
Yeah.
I will say this though, sometimes brands they think they slick. They use like a black celebrity and be like, yeah, we love black people. That's why we got Big Sean.
For sure. Trust me. I understand. I understand the duality of it.
Yeah, I would hope though when those things happen that when one of us makes it, I feel like that should. What you have to do when you have a door open for you, you have to be able to hold the door open for someone else coming in,
or at least inspire somebody else.
And that's what I'm saying. I think more. I think Big Sean being in there will open the door for a couple more other black people to be in, that space. You get what I'm saying? And granted, like you said, they probably have some agenda with it, but let's be real, give and take. We want something, they want something. We coming at the middle. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta compromise.
Yeah, like, all right, they got their own agenda. So does everybody.
Shit, the agenda for fucking 2021 need to be making sure that people that want unemployment can get higher. So you had Trump for 2000.
That was nice. That was
yeah,
I like that so
I was like, where's this guy going?
Yeah, I know where he was going with that.
No, but the agenda need to be to get them shits up because they got denied. The bill was denied, but Trump is trying to raise I think unemployment benefits from, they were saying 600 at first, and now he wanted to change it and make it 2000
a month.
Yeah, 2000 a month.
He's trying to put Joe Biden in a shitty ass.
Yeah, I'm about to say, they said if that shit go to 2000, niggas might start digging up some of them the mail-in ballots and shit. Like, wait, they might start finding some more. Like, wait, hold up, I didn't know Trump had 20,000 votes in Georgia.
No, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if they raise the unemployment to 2,000. I'm gonna find a way to get fired at my job.
You just about to start. I can't stand this shit no more.
God
go off like Samuel Jackson.
I'm tired of these motherfucking kids
in this motherfucking plane.
in this motherfucking cottage.
He was going off in Snakes on the Plane.
That movie was butt ass terrible.
Kenan Thompson was in that movie too.
He was.
Yeah, he landed the plane.
Yeah, he did.
Off
the fact that I'm gonna say off the fact that he was playing a PlayStation game.
I was like, if you don't get this bullshit out of here, that boy would have crashed this plane with all them damn snakes.
Also, I want to give a shout out to Cicely Tyson. Her birthday recently passed.
She's from EO, right?
Yeah,
nice.
I believe she's
another
from
Jersey.
EO.
I know she's from Jersey, but I was just trying to get the specifics.
She just turned 96, I believe.
Damn.
When was her birthday? Exactly.
Amazing.
I can't remember exactly what.
And she's still getting acting roles on How to Get Away with Murder and shit.
Yeah, hell no. She's doing her thing. Cicely Tyson, she's been out for a super long time.
She really got the mammy role though, kinda.
Well, no. Matter of fact, they have that she's from. Wait, let me see, because I want to make sure.
Wait, first off, what day is her birthday again? Exactly.
It's December the 19th.
Oh,
it wasn't too long ago.
Yes. No, she's actually from Harlem. But there's just the school in EO.
EO, yeah, Cicely Tyson.
Yeah, so shout out to her, 96 years old. Doesn't look 96 years old. If she said she was 86, I would believe it. So yeah, I'm glad that she's staying safe. And I remember her for all her funny moments and like some of them shits, because she always have like an old ass moment where you be looking like, they just got her playing an old black lady. Yeah. Like, she had her moments. Like,
the last 20 years has her playing an old black lady.
Nah, it's funny though, but even in movies when she was younger, she still like kind of somewhat the old black lady. Like, she didn't look ridiculously old, but she just looked like, yeah, this is old black lady vibes.
I want to give another shout out to Famous Dex. We had posted something on the page earlier this week, kind of just telling people to protect their mental health. I was never a huge fan of Famous Dex, But he did have some songs that I thought were cool. But recently, I just been noticing how bad drugs have really been getting to him, and just like when we talk about the gun violence and killings being an epidemic in
this drug shit is really getting out of hand.
Yeah, that opioid addiction is something that's gripping. Now it's a big thing because it's having to white people too. So everybody's like, oh shit, this is a really big thing, but. You can tell though, this is something that's not just affecting our community; it's affecting other communities. But a saying that always goes: when white people have the flu, black people have pneumonia. So for something that's as horrible as that, it's hitting our communities even worse.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, go ahead.
All right, I was just saying it's dope that. Excuse me. It's dope that he took the initiative to actually check himself into a mental institution.
No, it was a rehab.
It was a rehab.
It was a rehab, but still though, I would say the reason why I press the fact of protecting your mental health though, because there's a reason why he's leaning on them drugs. There's a reason a lot of times why people in our communities or people of color lean on narcotics, because it's something in us. It's
a setup. It's a setup, though. I will say that. Like, I feel like
it's there to pacify the pain.
Like I feel like first off, and where we're at in America, like we're already at the core of a lot of pain. You get what I'm saying? And we got a lot. We already, just as being black people, there's already a lot of struggles, or colored people, there's a lot of struggles. But then you advertise it into music of ways to quote unquote alleviate the pain, and then they tell you about all these kind of drugs and all this other stuff, and you get what I'm saying, and they make you feel spaced out from all this stuff, and then now you're doing this when you're younger, and now you're thinking like, alright, this is the way. You start building a habit, you get what I'm saying, which turns into an addiction. So like it's a lot of it is a setup. I think a lot of people with us is we need to be pointing out the road that's happening ahead, like, cause you know what I'm saying, like we have enough examples of like
people going through something,
through, this is their story, they were sad, they had these issues in their life, you get what I'm saying, and then they started to do this. If you see similar things going on in your life, you should talk to somebody, or you should you get what I'm saying. We have too many just like we gotta learn from the mistakes of others. The mistakes of others, and just the what's it called, obstacles in the road. You get what I'm saying?
I think what I liked about it was that I was seeing other rappers take a initiative to kind of, shut them out, or tell the labels like, yo, like it's fucked up. You got somebody that's on your label that's, for all and purposes, a full blown addict, and for people to not be coming in between that or trying to intervene for someone that has talent. Now, I might not like his music a whole bunch, but there's a lot of people that do.
It definitely is.
So I wanna just tell him that, man, I'm with you, man. I'm praying for you, and I want to see him come out on the other side of this. So that was for Famous Dex. Also, someone that I want to give out some good energy to is Taraji P. Henson, because she discussed feeling suicidal during the pandemic. And it just kind of goes back to loving what Kayla's doing with the brand, because in such a dark time for a lot of people, and people of color as well, being able to create things that bring joy in a time that's so sad for a lot of people is just such a beautiful thing. And for Taraji P. Henson especially, I want to give words of encouragement to her, because I know as an actor and someone that makes a lot of their money, having to be in a, like, they're not essential workers. So with the way that COVID was going, that puts a lot of filming, all that things that they do, that they make their livelihood from, it puts it on pause. So I can understand her feeling a certain type of way, and she's already talked about her struggles with mental health. So I want to give a lot of love and prayer to her, and just hope that she does better before we close out today.
I definitely want to say something about her, because she's been one of my favorite artists going back to the 90s.
Actresses.
Actresses. I'm just saying.
I did not know she spit a 16.
Ain't my fault. She probably do got one in that top.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
fuck you, Jody.
Nah, but I just want to send my prayers out to her, and I hope she bounced back off of this little. Well, not I want to minimize this saying little, but the situation with a mental health scare.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man.
Yeah, my bad. I was just going to echo what you guys.
I'm about to say,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I was about to say, like prayers out to Taraji, man. I always loved her as Yvette, man. So, like, anybody for me who was ever like
a part of baby boy,
monumental in the culture.
Yeah, had some type of effect on me or give me even just an emotion. People like estimate like people just giving you an emotion. Underappreciated. Like, I've never met Denzel. I love Denzel's work, and I appreciate him that he was able to bring that to the screen. You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
And we appreciate Taraji P. Henson and everything that she's been doing. So yeah, man. Like I said, like we always say, stay safe, stay COVID free. Wear your fucking mask.
Yo. All y'all at Barcode, wear your mask.
You know they're not wearing
that shit is nasty.
Your damn mask. Shit is crazy out here. Y'all just coughing and laughing and gallivanting. No mask on anything.
So much love to y'all. Thanks for chopping it up with us. Kayla, thank you for coming out, chopping it up with us.
Thank you, Stacks.
Thank you. This is your last episode before the new year.
Yeah, exactly. And we wouldn't want to have it any other way.
Watch how we coming in the new year, man.
Nah, it's gonna be so fucking crazy, bruh.
We're having strippers.
Jesus Christ.
I can't come.
He's organizing on the low.
Whatever I'm about to say.
Don't let me find out.
And your social is Kayla?
Oh, Kayla Isabel.
Well, we're gonna put it. I'm about to say we're gonna put it in the description in the video. Watch her, follow her journey, follow our journey, and like I said, y'all, peace out.
Oh, my bad. Like, comment, subscribe. We on YouTube now.
All
like I
that good
said,
shit.
you feel me? Instagram, like, comment, follow, all of that, share, whatever you need to do. Send it to your grandmama.
The link will be in the bio, by the way, if you guys want to find it.
Peace. We out.
Peace. We out.
Gang.